Hello everyone, welcome back to Drishti IAS. This is Divya Kamatra. We meet again to discuss that recently you must have seen Prime Minister has been visiting various states, various nations, and in that respect, he has also been gifting small items. Well, not technically small, but So, what is the relevance? Like, why those particular products? Why are they so important? And what is the status regarding the GI tag? And why did he choose those particular products? What is so special about them? That's what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so we'll see what PM has gifted whom and why that product is famous. And I'm sure that this covers up in current art and culture part largely. Yeah, shall we start? All right, so let's find out the cultural identities of the products that has been gifted. Why are we doing this? This is being done under the soft power paradigm. Like, we want to create soft power diplomacy, and in that we are gifting them with such beautiful things that are especially the identities of India and different states of India. Yeah, they have GI tags, or they have cultural importance in India, historical importance in India, and that's what we have been gifting. And that comes up under our soft power diplomacy. Like, you must have seen the very popular reel, that is the melody reel, right? So that also came under soft diplomacy. While the fun part is fine that it was melody, but it comes under soft power diplomacy. So why are we doing this? We are doing this because obviously the strategic use gives us personal ties, right? It gives us personal ties with the counterparts that the PM is meeting, right? And because of that, this gives us, it elevates our tribal craft ecosystem also. It elevates our cultural aspect also on the international scale, where people find out about our traditional aspects. They look at it and they think that, okay, this is very good and we would want that from India, right? That introduces our new export market also, the craftsmanship of India also. It takes it to the next level, right? These are all the features why we do this, why we choose these gifts. So now let's see what gifts were given and why they are important. Okay, the first one we have is the textiles of Moga and Ikat. Yeah, the textiles of Moga and Ikat. You must remember the Moga silk, right? The Moga silk that was given, and Manipur's delicacy, that is Shirul Lily silk stole, right? These were gifted. To PM Melanie. Right? Along with melody, people only remember melody. Melody was not the only thing that Prime Minister gifted her. He also gifted her the Moga silk stole, that Moga silk and the Shirul Lily silk stole. And that's how this came into news. Why is it important? Let's understand a few facts about the Moga silk. It comes from the endemic silkworm Antheria asamones that comes from the Brahmaputra Valley. Right, it is naturally golden. It is not a color that we have given it. Mark it. This is not a color that we have given it. It is naturally golden, naturally so vibrant, so beautiful. Yeah. So this is made, and it cannot be chemically bleached. It is not chemically bleached, and it cannot be chemically bleached. Right. A very important point for prelims. It cannot be chemically bleached. Please remember that. Then we have Shiroi lily. This is the state flower of Manipur, endemic to Ukhrul district heights, and it is guarded by the Tangkhul Naga tribe. Yes, by the Tangkhul Naga tribe. It is such a beautiful flower that it needs a guide, right? It needs protection, and it is guarded by the tribal communities of the region, and it is specifically found here and is also the state flower of Manipur. Very important for prelims. Now we have Pochampally ikat, the tie and dye double ikat method of Telangana, where you tie and then you dye. That is the double dyeing method. Yeah, the double dyeing method that is famous in Telangana. Yarns are dyed before they are woven so that we have geometric patterns created there, right? This was also gifted. Clear? This is our Pochampally ikat. Please remember that. All right. Moving on to the next, that is Jaipur's iconic blue pottery, the clay-free ceramic tech. This was a vase. You can see the vase, how beautiful it is. This was presented to the Dutch king, Willem Alexander. And why did we do that? We were honoring the historical ties of commerce, trade, and traditional design language. And to honor that, this was given. Now, why is it important? It uses no natural clay. There is no natural clay in this particular construction. Yeah, it is crafted from quartz, glass frit, gum, sodium sulfate, and fuller's earth, but no natural clay. Clear? Yeah. This is decorated using cobalt oxide. This color that you see, the blue color that you see, the blue feature that you see, that is done using cobalt oxide that gives deep blue color, right? So this is a special color created using this, and copper oxide that gives a bit of a greenish color. The other color that you can see here, that is used by, created by copper oxide. Yeah, using these we create the colors and the pottery. This is glazed and fired under low temperature, and it is incredibly delicate, very beautiful, specially identified in the Jaipur, where Jaipur's artists learned it from Iran. In the historic aspect, if you see, the Jaipur artists, they learned it from Iran, but right now it is an identity of Jaipur, that is Jaipur's blue pottery. Clear? Moving on, we have Deccan inlays, that is Bidri and Himroo. Bidri and Himroo, Bidar metalwork and Aurangabad weaves. Okay, these are the two things. Danish PM received this masterfully crafted Bidri ware silver vase. This is the Bidri ware silver vase, and the Slovakia's president got reversible Himroo silk tie and pocket square. Okay, they got the Himroo tie and pocket square. This is the silver woven vase that you can see. Tie and pocket square are obviously simple, right? What is Bidri ware? It is non-ferrous alloy. When you look at it, you might think that this is iron. You might think that this is iron, but this is a non-ferrous alloy. Okay, this is a non-ferrous alloy of zinc and copper in the ratio 16:1, right? Yeah. This is blackened using specialized soil mixture from Bidar Fort in Karnataka. This black texture that you see that gives it iron-like feeling, that is brought from Bidar Fort of Karnataka. That is how it is created. And if you talk about Himroo weaving, it evolved in Aurangabad, and Muhammad bin Tughlaq shifted his capital to Daulatabad. That's when it was created, and it has extra weft reversible weave and silk cotton blends. And on those silk cotton blends, you can just turn it inside out and still use it. Yeah, exactly. Coming on to the Mithila Madhubani folk art. You look at the painting, very beautiful Madhubani painting, the fish motif of abundance. This motif is considered as a symbol of abundance. When you give that to someone, that means you're wishing them abundance. So whom did we give this? Lots of abundance. We presented it to Netherlands PM Rob Jetten. We showcased Mithila's deep mythological representation and obviously the painting style, right? It has geometric patterns. Can you see the geometric patterns? Naturally, yes. Zero negative space. Zero negative space. That is the feature. Can you see a negative space anywhere? No. Gaps are filled with foliage, flora. Something will be fitted there, but there will be zero negative place. There will be no empty place that you can see here, right? Even if you look at the painting, you'll be able to realize that. Yeah. 5 classic styles are there: Bharni, Kashni, Tantrik, Godna and Kohbar. These 5 styles of Madhubani paintings can be seen. All right. This is completely organic, painted on handmade surfaces. This is painted using twigs, not the brushes. Twigs, matchsticks and natural plant extracts, right? Completely organic, natural, completely natural. That is the beauty of this. And if you look at it, it is very hard to identify. Can really somebody do this without using brushes and everything, the latest products that you have, right? Very beautiful. Next, we have the Bidri ware silver inlay craft. This was an inlay craft. This is a separate one we've given to Danish PM. Again, the striking Bidri silver. This was crafted from specialized non-ferrous of zinc and copper. Again, the same thing, the same base, but still you see the silver work, the silver in crafting. This is the special part. The silver in crafting is the special part, right? It is engraved with pure silver wires or sheets that uses, Tarkashi. That uses Tarkashi inlay style. Clear? Yeah. This treatment, if you see the blackened structure that we've already seen, zinc and copper we've already seen. The only new factor in this particular structure is that the wires or the sheets of silver that are used using Tarkashi style. Clear? All right. Moving on to the Rogan art that has the tree of life, right? This has a castor gel canvas. This was given to UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Featuring the tree of life. We've given them the tree of life. That is, a universal motif of nature. A universal motif of nature of interconnectedness. Like you have interconnectedness, you give somebody the tree of life. That is what we have gifted. What is the importance? See, this is created using paste made from castor oil, boiled for 12 plus hours. Castor oil is boiled for 12 plus hours, only then we come up with the composition, and then it is mixed with organic minerals and pigmentations to give it color and effect, right? That's how this is made, and it is applied to a handspun fabric specialized in the metal road stylus without drawing a pre-sketched line. You complete this. There is no pre-sketched line. Like in painting, what you see, a sketching is done, then the colors are filled. No pre-sketched line. This entire structure was created without having a base design. Just imagine how beautiful, and what a beautiful art we have. This is almost exclusively practiced by a single lineage, that is the Khatri family of Nirona village, Gujarat, right? Almost, because people are allowed to practice art, but still the dominance lies within the family, right? This is their speciality and known for that specially. Clear? This is our Rogan art tree of life. Then we have Kamal Talai Pichwai painting. This is Pichwai painting. Pichwai painting, you know, the very famous paintings where you see in the temples also behind the idols. Behind the idols, we have pictures of them. Like if you go to a Krishna temple, you'll see behind Krishna, gopis, Radha, whatsoever, you know, designed out there, showing the depictions of life, of events, something or the other. These are Pichwais that are placed behind the main idols, right? The Kamal Talai lotus pond painting was gifted. This is the lotus pond painting gifted to Finnish PM, and this demonstrated the Mewar's pristine focus of aesthetic paradigm, right? This originated in Nathdwara. This kind of painting originated in Nathdwara in Udaipur and devoted to the backdrops of deities of Srinathji. This was painted on handspun starched cotton clothes, and now it has highly stylized cows, lotuses, gopis. Such structures are drawn now. This is our Pichwai painting, again very important. Then we have Warli Kalamkari and Pattachitra. All right. So the world leaders in Brazil and the CARICOM were gifted tribal Warli paintings, right? These are the tribal Warli paintings. French president was received a freehand Kalamkari painting. Norway's Queen Sonja was gifted the Odisha Tal Pattachitra painting. They all got different things. Talking about Warli art, this comes from tribals and comes from Maharashtra. All right. It uses geometric shapes like triangles, circles, squares, and is made by rice paste, right? Rice is soaked, then blended, and the paste is created of that, and then pigmented on cow dung or the mud makings. Like you create a layer of a cow dung. Once it dries down, you take the rice paste and you paint something with that completely white, right? In geometrical patterns like this kind of structures you must have seen, right? Yeah. Then we have the Kalamkari. It is done exclusively freehand with bamboo pen, right? And uses natural dyes, no artificial structures. Unlike the Machilipatnam block prints, it has natural dyes. Then we call Tal Pattachitra, and in that traditional palm leaf scroll painting. There's a scroll made of palm leaves, and on the entire scroll we do a painting. This is done of Odisha, etched with iron needles filled with seeds and natural charcoal color. All right, that is how this is done. Tal Pattachitra. Clear? Yeah. Next we have our grains. Heritage grains and GI fruits. In the heritage grains, what we have done is UAE Queen Mother received Manipur's aromatic Chakhao black rice. These are very aromatic. They seem like coffee. The aroma is also as strong as that. Yes, they have strong aroma. This is black rice that is cultivated in India. Did you know that? We have black rice in India. Okay. UAE President received Gujarat's Kesar mangoes, and FAO chief in Rome received curated basket of indigenous grains. Okay. What is Chakhao? Manipur's glutinous black rice. Where is it cultivated? Manipur, number 1. They're highly nutritious, rich in anthocyanin, antioxidants, and turn rich purple when cooked. This is black. When you cook it, it becomes purple. Very beautiful. Okay. Then we have Kala Namak rice. Kala Namak rice is called the Buddha rice of Uttar Pradesh. They're very aromatic. Heritage grain cultivated since Buddhist era. Then we have the Gujarat Kesar mango, the queen of mangoes. It is called the queen of mangoes. Where is it cultivated? Gir, Gujarat. Celebrated for intense saffron aroma. It has a saffron aroma and flavor. A mango and saffron. Just imagine the combination. Right? Amazing. All right. Next, we have Karimnagar silver filigree. The Tarkashi medical, we've seen the lace already. This was given to UAE Queen Mother again. From the northern Telangana. This is called Tarkashi, right? Tarkashi, if you see that, very intricate designing, very intricate designing. Just look at the picture, how intricate this is. This is the one that was gifted, made out of silver, pure silver into microscopic fine wires. So you make a trellis-like pattern, right? This was pioneered in India by Joint Nizam patronage, and blending was done by the Persians and Telugu sensibilities, right? It is different from the standards because it has micro mesh patterns. Like you see, this feels like a mesh cloth, right? But it is actually silver. It is actually crafted out of silver. This is not a cloth, but it feels like the mesh cloth design, right? Yeah. Next, we have sovereign marble inlay and filigree. The Pietra Dura silver Nakashi. Italy's president received the Pachikari Pietra Dura marble inlay box. Norway's king has been gifted the Tarkashi silver sailboat model, and UAE Queen Mother also received the Karimnagar silver filigree box. All right. So we've given them Pachikari from Agra, highly skinned stone. This is the one. On the stone also we'll do the carvings, and in that carving we'll have the glass work done, that is Pietra Dura, done with stones like lapis lazuli, malachite, and inlaid into the marble, right? You create the cavities. This is like in the marble, you'll create a cavity, you'll fill this stone, you'll shape the stone, you'll fill it in that. The marble on the surface, if you touch it, it will feel smooth. It won't give you the, texture of the design. There will be no texture, but still, it is not a painting, it is a embedded texture. That is the beauty of this craftsmanship. Yeah. Then we have Tarkashi, fine wires of pure silver drawn interlocked into delicate trellis meshes, the same thing, this kind of thing, right? So we've given some same gifts to different people also. We've been repeating gifts. Wow. Then we have the Shantiniketan leather art, the Tagore design movement presented to Swedish PM. And this bag illustrates early 20th century artistic modernism. This is leather, but consists patterns of India. Developed at Vishwa Bharati Shantiniketan under Rabindranath Tagore's personal guidance. This was developed, fuses local tribal motifs, global, Bauhaus and Japanese art craft methodology. Such a beautiful combination of around the world, right? Eco-friendly, vegetable, tanned sheepskin leather, hand-graved and dyed. Clear? Yes. These are the structures we have gifted. Amongst them, I hope the gifts are clear. Yes, the products are clear. Very amazing products, beautiful products. Some of them you wouldn't have known that they existed in India, right? So now, if we talk about Moga silk, the origin stated Assam, it has a GI tag. Then if we talk about blue pottery, Rajasthan, GI tag. Bidri ware, Karnataka, GI tag. Rogan art comes from Gujarat, but it does not have GI tag. Please remember that, right? The castor oil based art, it does not have GI tag. Pichwai art, again Rajasthan, it has the GI tag. Thewa art, Rajasthan, yes. Himroo silk, Maharashtra, yes. Warli art, Maharashtra, again, no. Okay, this color is done, but it doesn't have a GI tag. Clear? These are the artistic compositions that were gifted by PM recently that have brought down so many aspects of art and culture into news. And from here, the possibilities of question framing, as you can see, is very high, right? So we've covered this. It is also interesting at the same time and very important for the exam as well. And the last fact that you need to know is state-wise demonstration, like which state contributed largely to the density of the gifting. So from Maharashtra, Warli, Himroo, etc., we had 8 sourced crafts. From Jammu Kashmir, 5. From Rajasthan, 4. Andhra Pradesh, 3. Karnataka, 2. This is how the giftings came. So the large scale gifting has come from Maharashtra, then Jammu and Kashmir. Clear? Yeah. Remember the state-wise allocation. And that's about it. India's soft power strategy that we have seen through gifting that PM has been following. And what were the gifts? What were their specifications? What were their features? We've covered all that. Yeah, I hope it was clear. Let us know in the comment section which another gift you would like us to cover. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.